Hi, I'm Andrea, and I'm the owner of EverjoyAI, and I wanted to talk to you about a new tool I've been working on. And this one's more of a calculator that's really going to help businesses understand the total available market. So, what it is that it's a tool that you can use to calculate your earnings that you can disseminate from the whole market share. So, for instance, if you are software developer, or if you have a concept that you want to work out the calculations of what is actually viable, and if there is a market for it or a substantial market for it, you can use this particular tool to help you. And I'll take you to it now. So there we go. It's called EverjoyAI TrueScale, and this is the market sizing that investors trust. In other words, investors are looking for the actual market, so the actual numbers behind your delivery. So stop guessing your TAM. TrueScale delivers realistic data-driven market analysis with multiple methodologies, scenario planning, and benchmarking. So basically, I thought this tool would be very helpful in the analysis process, especially if you're thinking of launching a new product, or you're trying to see whether that's actually credible to go ahead with your with your actual product that you've put together. And it also looks at the competitor benchmarking, scenario planning, sensitivity analysis, and you can export all of your findings as a report. So if you want to deliver it or create a pitch deck, that's also available. So this is just the initial website that I put together for it, but I was really interested in the actual calculator. So this is the market calculator that's available for everyone, but then once you sign up, you get all of the other bonuses. So it also does SAM and SOM, and I'll go into that with a bit more detail. I got open here Gemini, and I came up with the use case looking at project management. So I came up with this makeshift company, Pro AI Solutions, and this is project management platform targeting small to medium-sized businesses, SMBs, to automate routine tasks, predict project delays, and optimize team allocation. So what do I mean by that? It's sort of like looking at the geographic market, which is, we picked the biggest one, which is the United States, and essentially looking at the industry and market evaluation, the top-down and the bottom-down approach. So without going into too much detail, you can see a breakdown of the TAM, the total addressable market. And you can see for this particular product, it's 6.5 billion. So even this is a hypothetical company, it looks at the actual size of the industry itself in real time, and the actual real opportunity, or the growth opportunity. So that's quite a lot. There's relevant market share, technology, in the target technology, and the addressable market, potential market, which is 910 million. So that's quite a lot as well. So you have a really fairly large, top-down approach, looking at it in a bird's eye view. And this can target segment project metrics and bottom-up approach as well. So if you have a look here, you'll see the other breakdown as well. And when you go in and you key in these insights into that calculator, you won't really. This is something that you can use. So you can use all of these numbers. That's obviously generated by ChatGPT or Gemini, but then you can work out your particular industry. So, say for instance, you're doing a software. A software development for a SaaS for your education platform or something like that. Now that we looked at that, let's just have a look at the calculator. So we already discussed what the numbers were based on that case study that's kind of fictional, but it has real numbers on what's actually current in the market. So the market is real, but the business is fictional. So it said 6 billion for project management software. The target, I would say 2%, even less. Potential customers, maybe about 300 for the year, if you're lucky. And then the ARPU, so I would say 150 for the year. The product price is $25, according to what they suggest. The adoption rate is 50%, because it's 50% of the potential customers there. The reachable market was quite generous. It was 900%. And the capture rate was about 45%. Now, I've already copied it from Gemini, the source references, but you can. So the source references would be this over here, but I have it all listed in here anyway, so we can just copy and paste that in. It's good if you're doing a pitch deck, or if you're doing some kind of slide presentation, or even just a report for your own knowledge. It's good to know where you've got the references from, where it substantiates the numbers. And then you calculate, and then it gives you a report based on that. So it's saying it's quite conservative, realistic, or aggressive. So you can pick from the three scenario generator. If you want to be quite conservative, you can apply this conservative rating. If you want a realistic kind of view, pick the orange. But if you want to go hard, apply aggressive. But let's do realistic. And then it has the scenario that's applied. And then if you go further down, you can see what that is with the pie charts. So you can see the results as well. And it tells you the scaling, advertising, expand to adjacent regions. It tells you what to do there. And then at the bottom, you can actually download that report PDF, or you can have a CSV if you want it as data to work from. So you can also analyze plausibility.